Hello, I'm back. We have this, remember we made from the last tutorial? Now we're going to add to it. I got to go find my pattern and review it, and then I will show you how I do it. Let's go, people. Let's go. Christmas time is, oh my gosh, today's the 15th. That means 10 days before Christmas. Let's get this going. You can wear one of these hats.
Let's crochet the hat.
I'm a genius. Did you know it? I actually printed out my pattern. So we're going to follow it like if we are following a new pattern. Now to decide this, or do I have another green that I may want that I know for sure I will have enough? Let me find another green. You know it, people. Red heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, this one is called medium time. So we're going to work on this. I got my pattern. I got my hook, which is number 7. I got my coffee. And I got my cuff. All right, now we're going to adjust you. Okay, here we are. We got it all. Got my copy of the pattern. On this pattern though, I have a typo. I put single crochet right here and it should say double crochet, but we know that, right? Okay, so we have our cuff that we made, and I'm going to start us off. This is the bottom. We did not make any single crochets here, and this is the top that we're going to work off where we made that single crochet at the top, and this is our tail where we ended out. So either I'm going to start here, probably. I like to start, maybe I'll start after. So our hat says to work in green. Oh yeah, I got the green. I got medium time. Red heart, people. You know me and red heart. I love it. And it's a center pull, which makes me so happy. See, center pull. It says it's a 3-row repeat with each row, third row decreasing. And the increments are 10, 8, 6, and 4. So I'm assuming, as if I never saw this before, it's going to be 10 single crochet, or am I using single, or I'm using double. 10 double crochets, decrease. 10 double crochet, decrease. And then we're going to, that will be on the 3rd row. So we're going to do a double crochet on this cuff. That's where we're going to start. And then we're going to do a double crochet back loop only. And then we're going to do our decreases on the next row. So, alrighty. Also, I didn't put in here, but sometimes on this first row, I like to do it to where I I do it back loop only, because that way I can work another ruffle there, because then it'll be too high. So I'm going to do back loop only. I need to put that on there so I don't forget. Do I have a pencil here or anything? Nope. Of course, Angie. All right. So we're going to fasten on the way we like to fasten on. Okay, guys? Now, coffee. I think I'm going to put coffee closer to me. Yes. Alrighty. Hopefully I don't knock it over. Okay. However you fasten on, fasten on. I fasten on like this. Okay. So on this one, we're going to do a double crochet in the back loop only. It doesn't say on the pattern, but I suggest it. I need to amend that because I do it that way. That way I can have a place. It leaves this exposed, this string right here, this yarn to expose, so I can, you know, add the ruffle there. So, oh yeah, people, this is going to be, let's see, I'm just going to show you the first 6 maybe rows. I'm not sure, but here we go. Alrighty. Speed it up, Angie. Speed it up. Meet you at the end. Okay, so this is the end. And did I even work in, I didn't even work in the tail, people. Dang it. That's okay. Okay, get to the end. We go to the first stitch and we slip stitch it. And then we chain one. I always chain one. That's just me. Look how pretty that is. What is the next one? Double crochet, back loop only. That means I'm going to have 2 of these. See, I should pay attention to the pattern. Because I do that. But I'm going to have 2 rows down here. So maybe 2 rows. So what am I going to do? Double crochet, back loop only. I'm going to follow the pattern from here on. Okay. Back loop again. Back loop again. So if you want to skip that back loop, you can. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking. You don't have to put the ruffle, even if you did the back loop only there. I should follow my own patterns. This is just my MO. I look at patterns and then I do whatever the heck I want with them. I use them as a guideline. And that's just me. And if you're going to use this as a guideline, that's fine too. I don't care. You got to do you, you know. But here we go. Back loop only. So we're going to have 2 rows of back loop only. That was my own doing right there. You don't have to do this one, okay? So here's our second one. Double crochet, back loop only. That's our second row of the green. Let's see if I can go fast like I did with the other row. Okay, here we are at the end. We're going to meet our next one. Here's our last double crochet, and we're going to meet our first double crochet up here, and we're going to slip stitch into that. Now, what does our instructions say? Follow the instructions. 10 double crochet and decrease. Repeat until last stitch, no matter if the stitch count pattern is completed. Which I mean that sometimes, because we're not doing it by stitch count, we're doing it by size, that you may not even make it to a decrease again on this repeat. So let's see what happens with us. Okay, so we're going to do 10. 1, 2, in both stitches of that double crochet. Let me hold it down here. Maybe you can see it better when I'm working right here. And then I'm going to meet you at the end, okay? Oh, I forgot. I just went crazy. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this was 10, and then now I have to have a decrease. See, this is so relaxing to me that I just keep going. Decrease. How do we do a decrease? You can do an invisible decrease by just pulling up the next 2 loops, but on this one I like to catch both. So I go into my first stitch, bring it out, go in. Okay, let me start over again. This is a double crochet, so I wrap once, I yarn over once. I go through the first stitch that I'm going to decrease, pull it up, go through the second one, pull it up, pull through 3, pull through 2. That's how I do my decrease. Let's keep count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to leave in all my mistakes so you can see everybody makes mistakes, and that's okay. And at least I didn't go too far down. Now I'm going to do a decrease. That was 10. Yarn over, go through, pull through, go through 3, go through 2. That's how I do it. And there are different ways, and everybody learns a different way. Just like the old days, people learned from their grandma or their mothers, and everybody had different ways of doing things, but it still achieves the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to do a decrease. Should push this up a little further so maybe you guys can see it if you want to follow it. How's that? Then I'm not in the way. So we're at a decrease, people. Let's do our decrease. Yarn over, pull through the loop, do the first, and then the second one, pull through. Go around 3, go under 3, go under 2. They're connected as one stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, ooh, 8, 9. Okay. So these are my 2 last ones. So I only made it to 9. I think I am going to do a decrease on this one. Otherwise, the other option is just to go ahead and put a stitch on each one. Okay. So I think I want to do a decrease on mine, on these last 2 stitches. So that's up to you. But this is what I meant by the repeat of that pattern may not complete itself. Okay, so I did those 2. So now I have, you know, a decrease in between here. So this is 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. So now we're going to start over. We'll go to round 1, and we are going to do a double crochet in each spot. Okay, I chain 1 to start my round. And then we're just going to do single crochets all the way around. Okay, I'll meet you back up here at the end, okay? Okay, here we are at the end, meeting up of just double crochets in each stitch. And that is round 1 in our 3 row repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1. Double crochet in the back loops now. I always chain 1, and then in this spot here I will do back loop only, and the back loop only one will leave us that strand exposed right here that we can work in whenever we do our ruffle leaves the branches of the tree. And we will meet up at the end here, guys, but back loop only, double crochet in each stitch, back loop only. BLO stands for back loop only. Okay, see how it leaves that those lines here? It looks like a big space here, but it's not, because when the ruffles come down, it fills up the hat, and it's so cute. Okay, meet you at the end, guys. Okay, here we are coming towards the end in our second row of our 3 row repeat, back loop only double crochets. And we're going to meet up with our first double crochet, and we're going to slip stitch. Okay, so the pattern says 10 double crochet decrease, but we already did 10, so now we're going to move to 8. So we're going to count 8 and decrease, count 8 and decrease. And then so you always know that 1, 2, 3, we're in a 3 row repeat. You knew you did 10 here, you're going to do 8 here, just so you can keep count, you know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then decrease. And the same way I did a decrease before. Yarn over, pull through, and you have 3. You could yarn over again if you wanted to, but I don't. Or it depends how it feels. Sometimes I might do it automatically. Okay, so that's a decrease. So we need 8 more. 7, 8, and a decrease. Okay, now it's time for decrease. So you can tell here, we're not going to make another decrease. So we would do our decrease as usual. However you do your decrease. And I'm just going to have 1, 2, 3 more stitches, and then I just end it there. I don't worry about completing the sequence. Okay? We don't worry about completing the sequence. We just keep on going, and then we slip stitch into that, and that's our third. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to start back up on row 1 again, and you see how it's getting a little smaller. So we're going to do single crochet around the top, chain 1 here. Okay, not single crochet, double crochet as we're going, double crochet. And so we're just doing 1. So I'll meet you back here again when we come around the bend. Okay, now we are coming back and meeting our first double crochet on the row 1 repeat. Slip stitch, chain 1. Okay, double crochet, back loop only. We know what we're doing, right, people? I think that I would go in here, but I'm going to go in here. Yeah. Okay, back loop only. So I'll meet you back over here in a bit. Okay, here we come to the end of this round, which is the back loops only, our double crochets, back loop only, and we're going to connect it with our slip stitch, chain 1. Okay, so now we're on round 3, so we're definitely not doing 10. We did already 8. Now we're down to 6. Okay, so 6 double crochets and a decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woohoo! It's getting smaller, people. Decrease. Yarn over. Pull through, go through 3, 4, 5, 6. Decrease, decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're going to end on 6. I'm just going to let it be. I'm not going to do a decrease there. 6. Oops. It's a double crochet, Angie. Okay, we're here at the end of our 3rd row. Repeat. And then chain 1. Okay. Alrighty. So where were we? We were on starting the repeat again. Double crochet. Y'all know how that goes, people, so I'll see you back here in a bit. Okay, here we come to the end of our round 1 in this pattern, or repeat. Okay, and we're just going through the loops as normal. And our next row, let's join this up before we talk about that. Our next row is going to be the double crochets in the back loop only. So you guys know how we do that. So let's go on and I'll meet you at the end of this back loop only round. Here we are at the end of the back loop only round, connecting it to start our third row, which is our decrease row. I know it looks a little long, but when you wear it, it does stretch out over your head, okay? Alrighty, so 10 decrease, 10 double crochet decrease, but we did that one. 10, we did 8, we did 6, now we're going to do 4. Let me take some coffee. Oh, getting cold. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. How many stitches do I have left? 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, we're coming to the end of the decrease round. Join it up, people. Let's join it up. Chain 1. Alrighty. Whoa, look, that's looking kind of long. Now we already did our decrease, so that's it. I think that's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is row 13. And then we're going to do, this one says also single, oh yeah, I do want it, single crochet decrease. So we're going to do single crochets because we're cinching it up now, people. And decrease means in each stitch, okay? I had forgotten my pattern. So 1, 2, that's a decrease, another decrease, another decrease. It's really cinching it in. Decrease, decrease, decrease. Let's see if I have to, I don't think I'm going to amend this pattern. I think it's working out. I mean, I think this is how I did mine. Because I don't follow patterns. I just think, oh, I remember how to do it. Let me do it. And something's always different. Okay, so it's getting decreased there. Every stitch is a decrease. Okay. It's round 13. Oop, I almost did not decrease. A single crochet decrease, and we're coming towards the end here. And we'll see if we'll have an end on a decrease. I hope so. Yep. Decrease, decrease. Ta-da! And this is my first stitch, I believe. And you chain 1. I always do that. And then now we're going to fasten off. Leave a long tail for stitching. Pull it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And put it through our needle. And now we're going to stitch it up. On each stitch here, we're going to go through the front loops only. This is the way I do it. You close it the way you want to. I didn't put any specific ones. It just says cinch it up at the top. And I go through each front loop only, from the bottom to the top. Go in from the bottom, come out through the top. Go to the next one, go in to the bottom and out from the top, and I work my way around. Where am I? Right there. Okay, then we need to go in through this one, and we're not tightening anything yet. We're just doing this, going all the way around to the other side to where we meet. Let's see, where was this one? Right there. Okay, where we meet our tail again, which is, let me see, I can tell by where my line is. Right there. Okay, so I am right here, and I got this one, and I have this one, and now this one. Okay, I go ahead and just put it in one more time through the back, and now what I do is I pull this, and it gathers it into a little circle, and I don't need to close it all the way, and you just weave in your ends here. Okay, you just weave in your ends. I go back and forth. I go one way and then I go another way. I'm making sure I'm not catching anything I don't need to be catching. And then at the top of this, we're going to make a yellow pom-pom to stand for the star that's usually at the top of the tree. For some reason, I was enjoying that a lot. So one more time, because you know me, don't want it to come out. And it won't once we put the pom-pom in. Okay, and I can cut it really close right there. There we go. Yay! So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, everyone. Okay. So here it is. This is what it looks like. I haven't woven any of the ends in yet. But now the next video, the next tutorial, we're gonna do the ruffles and the beads. So get ready for that, people. Now remember, I left a back loop only. I made the first row back loop only. It's not in the pattern, but you can do it, or you can just do it like my pattern says. That would have been great. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, and the increase is in the center of the repeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 repeats, okay? Decreasing at each, after each back loop only. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy it. But let's get ready to make the ruffles.